So, I know for sure that you stop on this video because you saw the topic, right? And you're literally curious to hear what I have to say. But before I start saying what I have to say, I have some good news. So, you'd have to stay at the end of this video and then you will hear exactly what I have to say. All right? If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're not new to my channel, thank you once more for your support and your love. And let us get into this topic that all of us is struggling with, and some of us have overcome, some of us has not overcome certain things. So I personally want to tell you a bit about my journey and also my experiences in life and what brought me to be the person that I am today, and also things that I use and tips that I use, and also, like, people that God has blessed me with in my life to also help me to remind myself who I am and to become the woman that I am today. All right. So I remember when I was going through my journey, when I was living in Canada, and I paid so much money and I worked so hard. And I worked so hard, and it was like sleepless nights because I was in the process of trying to get myself together so I could have able to take my two children over and also build a life and give them a life that I never had, and also financially be stable at the time. And honestly to God, the trials and the tribulation that came my way literally had made me like devalue myself in a certain way, because sometimes you can literally think the way how you were brought up, let me say this, the way how you were brought up as a kid and becoming an adult and facing trials in life can make you feel as if like you deserve this. It can make you feel like, you know what, I'm immune to this. This is who I am. And it almost makes you start to accept the fact that you are not God blessed. It start to make you accept the fact that you're not supposed to even live a life where you're happy and you are feeling loved and all of these stuff. It start to make you feel like you have to accept the life that things is just not going well for you. And that can also devalue your self-worth. It can make you feel like you're not important. It can make you feel as if like you should accept little for less and less than nothing, right? So I remember when my grandma passed away, and it was very hard for me, and the grief was a lot. The grief was a lot. And honestly to God, like, I never knew that grief was so heavy. If someone had told me that grief was this heavy, I would have not like literally take them serious. And I remember that it even crossed my mind where I wanted to I said to myself that it doesn't make any sense, to live. I told myself that. I was like, it don't make no sense to live. My kids is okay, they're with their grandparents and all these stuff. And it almost made me feel like I should accept where I am and not push forward in spite of everything not going to where I wanted to be, and the way how things went that I expected expected it to be better, but it didn't go as planned. But through all of that, I thought I had friends that was there for me. I thought I could have like find someone that is was faithful and loving and like understands me and realize that, hey, you know what? I am this type of woman and I just want to be loved the right way. Not knowing that all of these energy that I was putting out there, I wasn't giving it to myself. And that made me felt like I needed to prove myself to others in order to feel love. Not knowing that everything that was happening to me was to shape my character out and to be the woman that I am today. But because I literally was like, when you're going through situations in your life, your mind is so clouded, you feel so broken, you feel so hurt, you feel so demotivated, you don't even feel like you want to even move, and it's very unhealthy when you have people around you that is not allowing you to see above that and also speaking life into you, because certain situation can make you feel like, you know What is the sense of even trying? What is the sense of even trying to go forward? Like, everybody else is getting through, or I see this person, she's getting through, that person, he's getting through, but I'm not getting through to nothing. And like, I really thank God for the few people that I had in my life that speak life over me. I'm not going to say that everything happened at one time and it made me felt like, okay, um you know I love myself, I believe in myself, and all these things. Yes, I always self maintenance myself, but I never actually developed the value and the self love that I had to have for myself in order to drop people that wasn't meant for me, detach myself from friends that was not good for me, and whatever environment I was in, to move from there, because it was just bringing me down. And as I was saying, when I went through the grief after my grandma passed away, like, my room wasn't dirty, but my clothes was all over the place. My room was just, and when you walk in it, you can see somebody that is frustrated is living in this room. And I remember when my aunt at the time, she someone took a vacation and they came and stayed by her. And the person, like, literally, like, said to me, "You're going through a lot of grief." And he said to me, "It's not that this is who you are, it's just that you're starting to give up on yourself." And at the time, like, he don't know me from nowhere, he don't know me, it's the first time I'm seeing him and all this stuff, and he was just speaking to me on a level where it is as if like God was speaking through him through me. And I started to clean my room, and my eyes getting watery and I don't want to cry because I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I really don't want to get emotional. And he said to me, "Start by cleaning up your room. Start by setting up your bed every morning, and making sure that your room is spick and span and everything." And I said to him, "That is so stupid. Like, why should I keep my room clean in order to feel better?" And not to say like it was dirty, but clothes is washed, but it's on the bed. And if I put down something, I don't remember where I put it again, because as I say, my mind was so clouded. I was just going through so much in my life, and I just didn't know how to understand things. I at the moment, I was just blank. It was like I was living, I was alive, but I was dead. That's how I felt. And all of these things, and then living under, with family, they can literally make you feel like, who are you to try to elevate yourself, and who are you to try to even better yourself? Like, it was just a whole chaos. And it made me felt like I had to accept it. And at the time I was accepting it, because I did not do no inner work. I did not do no self work. I used to just, I wouldn't say I used to just live. I was always a God fearing woman. Not that I was perfect, but I was always a God fearing woman and trying my utmost best to do the right thing. And when he encouraged me to do that, little by little, I realized I started to feel better. Little by little, I started to feel, more revived. I didn't quite come back to who I was, but I started to feel like, okay, baby steps. And people will look at these things and they will say like, this is so normal. But when I went up on Google and I search up on your mind and keeping your surroundings clean, I realized, hey, this thing is true. Like, because your surroundings represents you. And as I said, I was learning myself, because I knew how to keep my hair neat, how to, fix up myself and all these things. But the enemy was not fixed. The enemy was like, it needed a lot of work. And I didn't realize that until my grandma really passed and life started to get real, real, real tough. You understand me? I say, like, tough like iron balloon in a boss. After all of that experience in my life, how I became who I become today, I literally started to go on YouTube and just listen to sounds that would make me sleep. Like, that was the first thing that made me start to relax my mind. It's like I had to find comfort into other stuff, because where I'm from is St. Martin, and I always have my mom around me. My son is there, my daughter, she's there. Like, I always have people around me. So that time when I didn't had anyone around me, it was that challenging time for me to start learning myself, for me to start really like giving myself that, that grace and understanding myself. And I would get up in the morning, I would listen to motivational speech. I would literally like you know pray. I didn't even understand how to pray sometime, because I was like, God, why should I pray when you seen all of these things that I'm going through? Why should I pray when you yourself, you are available, you see all these things? And I remember a time when I was in church, and this church used to walk up to me, and with the Spirit of God speaking through her, she said that God understand, God sees your pain, and she said to me that God is gonna make you smile again. And at the time, I was going through so much, and I was like, how? And I was like, when? When am I going to smile, sis? Because all my life in the past, I've been on and off with happiness. I never like s- stay steady with being happy like all my lives. I didn't understand that that is how life was. I had this delusion in my mind that you have to always be happy in order to live a great life. You always have to be, this kind of way in order to experience life, not knowing that the beauty of life is a roller coaster, and you are never ever ever in your life gonna be like balanced to say, oh, every day you're not gonna wake up happy, you're not gonna wake up all together. I mean, even if you have your partner there, stuff like that, you're not even gonna like wake up to even be in the mood to do certain things. But I used to beat up myself because I didn't understand that it's okay, it's human. Because I always trying to work hard to fix things the best way and to make sure it looks perfect and try to please this person so they can love me, and not knowing that, Sharika, you are not doing the inner work in yourself. You're maintaining your beauty, but you are not taking care, doing the inner work in yourself for your self value, so you can start to attract the people that literally meant for you, the people that God is going to send to you, the people that the universe would lead to you. I didn't do that. And I started listening to motivational speech. I started, before I go to bed, I would say a prayer to God, and I'll say, God, I don't have the whole, let's just say, like the whole perfect prayer to give you, because some people, they can really pray, and some people pray with their heart, and depending on how they feel, they will pray to God. But God is not a God of feeling. You always have to give gratitude. And I prayed, and I started to like go to work. I try to keep myself busy, because the minute I felt like I was too relaxed, it brought me straight back to square one. But then I started to understand myself. Then I started to fall in love with peace. And how I started to fall in love with peace was, I started learning myself. I gave myself space, chance, and air to breathe from relationship. I decided, you know what? I don't want to get involved with nobody right now, being with them in a no relationship, because I want to learn, Sharika. I want to know who I am. I want to know who I am. And all of that was a process. All of that was, I'm not going to say that I have it all together today, but I am really not where I used to be. And I'm grateful to God for that, because I start to learn to give myself grace, and I start to learn to understand that, listen, when trials, tribulation come, it's not always easy to accept and say, you know what, God, I trust you. If you don't know what to say, shut up, because you could curse your own self. And I learned that, because I used to say, you know what, why this? And I would like say negative words like, oh my God, this always happening to me, or something like that. And when it constantly happened to me, I I would get fed up, but not knowing that I am the one who is speaking these things in my own life. So what I had to do was change the way that I speak to myself. I had to change the way that I see myself. I had to change the way that I walk, talk, listen to things. I had to change the way that I accept people in my life. So what happened is that I had to put up a wall, a whole wall, to in order to protect me. Because if I don't protect me, then I won't understand me. So I had to literally protect myself, and gradually coming out of all of those dark places. And healing is not, oh, you do yoga and you go to the gym. That is a part of healing, but healing is more like crying a lot. And if you could relate, you tell me. Healing is my healing journey. Me not tell you lie, me ball. Me ball enough. Yes, me ball. Me ball. And I know you're seeing these papers behind of me, and these words on this my door basically is to literally like remind me that, listen, life is never gonna be balanced. It's a roller coaster. Sometimes you get up, you're not gonna want to feel like to do it. Sometimes you get up, you're not gonna even want to feel like to continue. You don't even want to even talk, right? So when you feel like you are not there, this is what I focus on. This is exactly what I focus on. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. I had to start change. I had to start changing the way that I see things. I had to be more cautious of what I speak to my life, and I had to be more protective over my heart, myself, and who I allow to see me. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that love, the importance of love, of valuing yourself, is working on the inner you. It is spending time with you. If you have to go to the therapist, go to the therapist. If there are things that you're dealing with emotionally and you probably don't have anybody that you could trust, I personally would say go to the therapist, because you feel more confident, you feel more like, this is professional, and I'm speaking to this person that studies how to probably deal with people like me that is facing this situation. I'm not saying that they don't have their own problem, but I'm saying that it's their profession to at least give you some techniques, some tips in order to get over the pain that you're going through. And these are tips that I apply to my life, and this is how I get to understand who I am. This is how I literally started to be the Sharika that I am today, even though you know my channel name, aka Rika. So, well, not aka, but Rika. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the inner work, self-value. Number one, give yourself grace. Number two, call upon the most almighty God. Even if you don't know what to say, call upon him. Read your word. Sometimes you can't read your word. If you have a sister, a brother, a friend, or a church member who you them good, call them. Let them pray with you. Talk to God. You don't have to do a shabba shabba in order to make God hear you. God listens to us. He hears us. He knows us. When we feel like God had enough of us, trust me, He is just sitting down there for you to come to Him and say, "Listen, this is what happening," and in His own timing. I had to learn patience. I'm still learning it, trust me. Hey, I'm still learning patience. Okay? And learn to like literally surround yourself with people that is going to bring light to your life and is going to love you. And the importance of your self value is making sure that you spend time to do your inner work. If you got to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you're, do some yoga, you know, do some yoga. If you have to go see the therapist, go ahead. Don't feel ashamed or feel like you are going to tell people your business or anything. You need the help, sis or bro, go ahead, get it. Nobody don't have to know exactly what you're gonna do. And take some time out for you. Take some quiet time. Sometimes not everybody can deal with quiet time. Sometimes people need people around them in order to heal. Everybody is different. Everybody is different. Give yourself some grace. Be gratitude. Be grateful. Give yourself some grace. Sometimes if you don't get something right, don't beat yourself up. Sometimes if things don't work out the way you expected it to, yes, it will hurt. We're human being, especially when we work hard and we put our shoulders and our with teeth, with arm, with leg, and with whole body in it, and we expecting it to be bloomy. What I learned in life too is failure is not the end. It is just to teach you, like, okay, don't go this route again, try this route. Okay, if you try this way and this is the way that you're determined to go ahead, keep trying. You will get it. Like, you will get it. Like, seriously, So that is what I have to really say, because I really feel like a lot of us out there need to hear someone speak and understand that sometimes we're going through certain things and we are so good at covering up stuff to the point where we lose the value for ourselves and we no longer care about you know us. We start caring about others too much. So give yourself some graces. So what I want to say now at the ending of this video is, your girl Rika has her own business online. Yes, I have my own business online and I am so, so, so proud of myself. Yes, I doubted a lot and I was like, oh God, I don't know if this going this, that, and whatever gonna happen and blah 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 blah. When the brains start going all over the place and it literally start to make you feel like you have to be a certain perfect way in order to start something. So the name of my health and wellness website is Unstoppable Flame. I am also on Instagram. My Instagram page, the name of my Instagram page is um, Unstoppable Flame 17. You will find it. I'll also put it on the screen so you can, see, you can click on it, and also leave all the links in the link section. And if you have any comments, you can drop it up, tell me what's what. And if you feel this video and you understand and you can relate, drop a comment in the comment section and let me know. And what my health and wellness website is consist of, it has gym clothing, and I also have weight management products. I also have gym equipments where you can, like, do your squats and your triceps, your biceps, and just go on and check it out. And thank you for your support in advance, and I am really highly grateful. And I will literally be coming back on soon to speak about more stuff. And for sure, um, if you are in the Caribbean and you want to start an online business and you're literally wondering, like, how to do so, like, leave me a comment in the section, or go on my Instagram page, which is Unstoppable Flame. Well, Unstoppable Flame 17. I'm also on Facebook and my name is also Unstoppable Flame. And leave me a message, DM me, let me know. I will for sure get back to you as soon as possible, and we can talk from there. But I am gonna also leave the link down in the description area where you can click. But I also want to talk to you some more on the other video. So I'm going to come to an end right now. So I just want to say thank you so much for listening and taking whatever you got to take out of this video. God bless you, love you, and have a great one. And thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Share to your family, your friends, and also love and support out.